when my nails are off. Just know we have a dilemma with Big Mama. The little green thing on the back of my printer, you know, the white ink circulator, it was leaking. So this mama jamma, okay? It was just leaking down here everywhere. Let me show y'all. Okay. So it has the tubes hanging out, but the one that looks like this one that I got in the mail is inside the green part, right? And the ends of it is hanging out. So how do I get it disconnected then, I guess is my question. All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and thank God for all of this dried up ink right now. I'm just going to pull these little tubes out. Should I knock off this white ink as well? Let me clamp it just to be safe. Oh, not too bad. I assumed it was going to spray all over the place. All right, cool. I have that one out.
I was expecting that. I was just
yeah, trying to help me out.
For it just in case. But,
yeah. We're going to put this on here. All right, let's pull this one off. All right. Oh, that was easier than I thought. It's just coming right off. All right.
Okay, perfect. So now you should just have that little piece of tubing that goes through the middle, right?
Yeah.
And you see how that pump kind of works?
Almost. Oh, okay. Totally.
Yeah, so like as it spins, it's like squeezing the tubing shut on one side, and as it moves it around, it's pushing the ink through.
I don't want to crisscross. I'm going to take this off, and we're going to take these little green tabs, and we're going to put it just on this. Let me wipe this off a little bit more. Sorry, I'm just getting some extra dried up ink off right here. All right.
Not a problem.
Okay. You must...
100% stop apologizing because I'm just here to help you. So
thank you. We're going to take these two little clips off, and we're going to just apply them to the same spots on this other one. How far up should these little green clips go on this other one? Do you have like inches or centimeters, or should I just...
I don't...
Yeah.
I'm not sure like what exactly are you referring to?
So on the little... I'm just puzzle piecing, you know? Like... All right, so I have these little thingies on. I'm filming it at the same time, so you'll see it on YouTube eventually somewhere. And your beautiful voice will be on there if that's okay.
Oh, no.
All right, so I'm putting these on, and these little green things were covered underneath the shell, so I'm going to slide them up a little bit. I didn't see them prior to doing this, so I know for sure that that's how it goes. All right, so we're going to put that in here. And maybe it stopped some of the ink from falling down now that I look at it. All right, and I'm just gonna put the little green piece right back over it. Maybe I should stick it in this thing. Just gonna, duh. That makes much more sense. Oh, now I know exactly where they go. Never mind. Look at that, right in here. Perfect. All right. It's just kind of to hold it in place in the little chamber. So we're gonna put that right back in there. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it back on.
Hard to say exactly what you're seeing.
I know. I thought you were going to go downstairs and get on the printer and do it with me. No, I'm kidding. That was it. You heard that click? Thank you so much. You're the best. Like,
you're welcome. I'm glad to hear that. So, yeah, so now let's go ahead and turn your circulation pump back on and make sure you want to be able to hear it, all of that good stuff, and then we want to make sure that we're not getting any leaking through there.
yes, for sure. Okay.
Probably your easiest, you didn't turn the machine off, right?
I did turn it off.
Okay, so probably your easiest way to get the circulation pump to run, when you turn it on, within 30 seconds to a minute, it should run for a little bit.
Okay. Yay, thank you so much. I super appreciate you, like, so much.
You're welcome. Let me just stay on the phone for you with a little.
Oh, okay.
For a little bit. Let's get this settled and not.
Okay, I love that for me. I was just trying to be nice. Thank you.
If you look through the middle of that, you should be able to see that pump there.
Yeah, I do. I replaced that part, but the white ink still looks really bad. I started doing a bunch of cleanings back to back. I made sure that this thing is spinning properly, but I feel like it keeps like popping off. So I'm gonna check on that again. but the technician recommended that I get new dampers. And the new dampers just came in. And if you're new here, I'm Precious. I have my very own direct-to-film printing business that I started from home now 2 years ago. I've been documenting my journey, so definitely go back and check your girl out, honey. And we're going to try replacing these dampers to see if that's the fix. I even removed the print head and I tried soaking it, hoping that would fix it, but it didn't really. So I'm kind of agreeing with the technician that there may be there may be ink in the dampers. So I'm gonna just swap them out, see what happens. Yeah, but I did order 2 additional print heads, 2 expensive ass print heads, to replace the white ink head if I have to, and to have a backup because I shouldn't be in this predicament anyway, not 2 years later. I know better. Let's get to work. I also ordered another bag of ink because free shipping, right? I also put on a white t-shirt since I'm going to be dealing with white ink. I had my print head soaking on this little thing, like with some like clogged solution on it, just like sandwiched in overnight, well 2 nights rather. So I just want to run a print head cleaning and then do a test print and see how it goes. See, so now there's actually no white. That's it. But all my colors are fine. You know, not the best, but they're fine. So now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna go ahead and get these dampers changed out. And all of that, they're individually packed, and I have extra that I can put, you know, in storage. So this process, although it sounds easy, you know, I'm just gonna change the dampers. You actually have to cut the cords. So these little things have to go up in these little things, so it's not good, but I kind of like okay with it because I want to stick like a pin or something up in there to see. But these have filters built in. You see, that's a filter, and maybe it got clogged, and I hope that this works. I'm gonna just turn my printer off. That way I can move my carriage around. So we're just gonna cover up all of these, you know, areas because we don't want to get anything on our ribbons. And screw this little ink chamber and flip her upside down so that way we can take the dampers off easily. That way they don't leak everywhere while we're doing this because we're going to flip the whole thing upside down. But the guy was saying I may have a clog in here somewhere. Somewhere between here and here. Yeah, so we're gonna figure this out together. When you own a direct-to-film printer, hold on, let me get a jar of rubber. I have a flat one somewhere, but I don't know where it is, but that helps give me some good grip. I had to call in reinforcement because, yeah, it took that long to get those things on there. Whew, need some strong man hands. We have them all on. Thank you, Jesus. All right, thank you, baby, so much. I love you. So now we're gonna flip her up back over. All right, nope. She's all kinds of flipped up right now. And which direction you have it is no big deal because they'll, you know, they're cords, they'll spin. New dampers with non-clogged. Maybe I should pull ink on them. Yeah, let's get them started. I feel like I did that when I first got my printer. And I'm just dumping this ink. It's not a big deal. For now, I just want to make sure this works. All right, let's get all of these on. All right, so we have them all on. All good and secure. So we're gonna turn my printer on. All right, let's just leave that for right now. Doing the most per usual. All right, so let's turn her on and let's see what happens. And I'm actually gonna wait for the white ink to cycle a couple of times. I'm just gonna let it sit for maybe 10 minutes and then I'll come back because the white ink cycles in itself. But I did notice like some powdery like ink crumbles while I was doing this. So maybe I fixed it, I hope. Maybe this fixed it. Maybe changing the dampers fixed it is what I'm hoping. Let's do that. Let's let some more paper down. My baby's cycling back here. See, it's spinning. That's what you want to see. Got that middle circle. It's spinning like that. So apply that right. But every now and again, this little piece up top, up here, has been like popping off, like outward. I don't know. I feel like it's spinning more powerful back there, and it's not popping out of place. So maybe there was some type of like restriction somewhere. I don't know. All right, test. Before when I was loading ink, I didn't even see it coming down like the cord. Let's see if it's working now. Come on ink, come on ink, come on ink. You see it right here? Oh no, it's coming kind of slow, guys. Guys, it's some hours later. Let's do this test print. I'm hitting test, guys. I'm not happy. Here comes the white. You see, it's just running the white ink. I'll push it out is what I'm kind of hoping, you know. It's about 5 days later. My print heads came in. That's how I'm looking. This is the white overlay and all the white is basically gone. And I did go ahead and change all of these dampers already, so we better not have any issues because, girl, I'm not buying no more dampers. I'm not waiting any longer either, and I'm ready to do my nails. Need these anyway. There's like 10 of them. Love that. And those ones are super long, and I hate that. So these are going to be perfect. And we have 2 print heads. Beautiful. Alright, beautiful print head. A beautiful Epsom sticker. We need to see that. Look at that. Nice, gorgeous, beautiful. And the box is made perfectly for it to fit down with the little grooves and all, and it's raised up so it's not touching the bottom of the box. Come on, baby girl, let's get you together, honey, because you've been stressing me out. It's the next day. It was a long night, okay? I didn't go to bed till probably 2 a.m. working on my printer. This is real life when you have a direct-to-film printer, okay? I could not get any white ink to come through. Even after flushing the ink lines, I did all of the like flushing. If you want to know how to flush your ink lines, I'll leave the video. I flushed the white ink lines, and in the back, everything was clear. Good, fine. But on this side, towards the front, but here, these never ran clear. So all of this, I saw in this reservoir here, it got like maybe halfway. I feel like there's a clog in here somewhere. I don't know. But these lines never went clear either here. So I spoke with my technician this morning, and he told me to try. He wants me to try pulling from the ink waste tube. So I'm going to get down here. I put my gloves on because it's probably going to get a little nasty. And I'm going to try pulling with a syringe from the actual waste tube to see if there's a blockage between, I guess, the print head area or the capping station and the waste tube. So let's see how it goes. Here's my syringe, here's my gloves, okay? Following his instructions, I need to turn the white ink circulation off. Guys, I'm so exhausted. I won't even lie. It's not even with this printer only because, well, this printer has a lot to do with it. And I have maybe 7 orders waiting for me. Big ones, which I love. Don't get me wrong, it's a blessing. But it ain't a blessing when your printer is down. So it's just like, there's a message behind it. And I feel like this keeps happening, and it's happening for a reason. I don't know what it's telling me, but I'm listening. It's testing my patience, my integrity, my calmness, I don't know, I just don't need to overreact over it. I just know that because I feel it brewing in my stomach. Okay. Here's the white ink line here. So I'm just gonna pull with the syringe on the white ink line while the print head is hovering over the capping station up there. And we're gonna see how this feels. It should be like a hard suction. Sticking the little green thing, the little green tip in there. And it's connected to this long syringe here. So let's just do it. Look, there's white ink. Jesus, if that was the case this whole time, I'm going to lose it. Now, this is the first time I've seen white ink in a long time come through this hole. So I'm kind of like, hallelujah. And now it's dripping around the capping station. It now has white ink all over it when it didn't before. Precious. Girl, what is that on my ceiling? Sorry. Squirrel! God, should I look? Do I look? Thank you, God. Thank you. Bro. Thank you. And she's back. I'm just happy. Look how smooth and glossy. Before it was just so powdery. Even when it was working, it was starting to get powdery. And look at that. I just had to, right? I'm going to be printing for 40 days and 40 nights. Let's get this work done. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. Update. So the ink has been flowing fine. Well, not really. So I'll start a game sheet, right? For maybe 5 minutes. The white ink flow is completely nice and thick and shiny and wet. But then maybe 5 minutes later, as the job is going or the printer is going, it starts to fade back out to the lines all over again. So to get through like print jobs that I just can't keep doing this, I'm having to go and pull ink from the waistline, the white ink waistline, print a transfer. Pull the ink from thing. I'm not going to do it because I'm not powdering them individually and I'm not heating them individually and I'm not going to keep crawling down there doing that. I'm not going to replace the reservoir, but I'm going to try to clean it out. I'm just like, I'm just going to get it done. I have to do it before I have to pick up my son from school, which is like 30 minutes from now. So I'm going to try to just get this done as fast as possible. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. There's not going to be a lot of talking levels. I get so excited and then I just want a new printer. And sometimes I just want to be done printing. And that's sad to even hear myself say. I hesitated to say that because I love this and it's fun. It allows me to be here for my family. I don't know. I feel like there should be more in it for me. If I had someone that was freely selling my products, I would take care of them better, you know? And I'm just so exhausted. I'm so exhausted. Please like this video and send me a comment to show me some love and some support. At least I can get paid off the video. Woo! Put some paper towels here so I can protect my ribbon. Just great, just great, just great. So this just happened.
Oh, Mommy, what happened?
Oh, it's real bad. It's okay. It's dripping from the bottom of my printer. OMG, and I clipped this, my whole bag of ink is empty. Like, how did this even happen if the printer is turned off? So it's now been 5 days since the whole ink spilling in my print head fiasco. You remember I changed all of my ink bags when I thought my printer was gonna be up and running, but now they're all drained and empty and I haven't used my printer. Voila. not fun at all. In the software, I have like an abnormal temperature warning on my print heads. That white ink spilled all in there. I reached out to Codesi on Monday after letting the weekend pass. Haven't heard anything since, so I followed up today. Since I have referred a lot of people to Codesi, and a lot of people that I even mentored has the same printer, so I've been sending out my orders to have them printed. I'm exhausted with it. I'm not gonna overreact anymore. I'm just like stressed out, and we'll see what happens. I'll see you guys in my next video, to be continued, I guess.